When the sun stopped in the sky, life continued as normal. Then the stone-armored dredge reappeared, ancient foes from the far northern reaches, and the world was thrown into chaos. Giant Varl defenders were slaughtered, their strongholds destroyed. Now Hakon is the Varl king and protects who is left of his race. Rook, a humble hunter and father of Alette, found himself leading frightened clansmen towards safety. His caravan crossed paths with Juno and Eyvind, two of the mysterious spellweavers known as Menders, who know something about the massive, mountain-breaking serpent on the loose. In Borsgard, a town under the protection of the mercenary leader Bolverk, both Varl and human stood against a dredge general, the immortal Sunder, known as Bellower. Juno devised a way to stop Bellower, but it cost the life of one held dear. The saga continues.
Indeed it does. Welcome, my friends, to Let's Play. Pause. Waiting for the menu to load, so there's a dramatic reveal as to what the game is, although it'll be in the title. I don't know why I'm dragging this out. It's in the title of the video. You know what I'm playing. I want to build up the tension that doesn't actually exist. This is, of course, the Banner Saga 2. There you go. You've made me do it. Look at you, loading screen. Taking forever. So a while ago we played the Banner Saga. In fact, it was some point in There we go. The Banner Saga 2. It was about 2015. And I know this because there is a loading... There is a kind of... You can import your save. I don't know what choices are imported. Because when you click a new game... this is the screen you have. You choose a hero, Rook, or Alette, or import a saved game. I don't know if it's only this decision. Okay, I was about to say, so obviously, as this is a sequel, and I have played the first game before, I will be spoiling parts of the first game. If you don't want to be spoiled by that, or you want to experience the first game, which I assume you're not bothered about spoilers for this game, otherwise you wouldn't be watching this, but you might not know stuff about the first game. If you want to, I do have a Let's Play of that, go and check it out. Right. Okay, so in that recap we watched, it was mentioned that there was a price. The price was one that was lost. I probably should have actually. There's no point in me talking about spoilers for the first game because they're there. I should just edit this whole thing out. Start again. I won't because that would be sensible. So the price, or the life that is the price, is one of these two. And in our game, I'm fairly sure it was Rook who died, leaving Alette in her spiffy green, which is quite sad. Red is the superior colour. But, yeah, we kept Alette alive because I think that made more narrative sense that Rook would be the one to do it. So we're going to import our save, and this is how I know from 2015. I'm fairly sure this is the one we did. It's the one I picked before. I probably should have checked that. But I think that's the right one. It's the only option I have. And I know that it's actually got all my saves on the Banner Saga 1 because it has a Steam Cloud save. I was kind of worried about that with a virus I had 2 years ago. Just after I'd done this, I think. I can't remember anymore. Right, let's just pick this option and go, shall we?
Tíminn líður áfram, eins og straumþung á sem fleytir okkur áfram. Time continues washing over us, moment after moment, like waves on a coast. Some more fierce, more violent than others. So few of my kind, the giant war, remain alive. Even so, I find myself wondering if humans, while able to bear children, suffer more for the loss of loved ones. Several weeks have passed since we slew the Sundra known as Bellower, but the chaos of the world did not wither as we hoped. The world is breaking. We sail aboard hastily crafted ships for the safety of Arberain, the human capital. But the river curses us with a clear view of the dreads, assaulting another hopeless village.
Move away from those glowing rocks. This one's mine. No, no, to the depths with you. We'll handle the rest. Pull back. My thanks, strangers. Better to let him keep fighting. Drag around the screen to show your surroundings. Not to continue. So yes. First of all, I should probably mention the voices. I can't remember the exact voices for everyone, and I'm not going back and watching everyone turn up and me come up with several voices before coming up with something that seems to fit and is a bit natural, so people will have the voices they have. Secondly, this is as far as I've gotten. I don't know if the achievements will be popping up, but there was an achievement for importing a game, I think. It was entitled The Saga Continues, which I assume is for importing rather than just starting. So I already have that. This is as far as I got, though. Actually, no. I tell a slight lie. I pressed the check mark and then pressed escape pretty much straight away. So this is as far as I've gotten. So this is as far as I've gotten. Of course, we've got the correct heraldry. Managed to find that again. I don't know if that would have been I don't know if that was saved, but I thought I would make sure I had that. It's got a full tutorial. I'm not entirely sure about the differences in release, so I don't know how much that was. Oh, pants, not a lot. We've broadened our audience. We need to get this done. I think one was a Kickstarter. I assume this was as well, but I might be wrong. These portraits show the order of initiative, taking turns from left to right. Heroes blue, enemies red. It's your turn to act. Ivor. Movement happens before action. This ring shows that Ivor is active. The blue tiles show where you can move. Some heroes are bigger than others, especially the Baal. Take up bigger. Humans only take up the one. This can affect the strategy, of course it can. Move here. And then the check confirms. Now, of course, you may be noticing that Ivor only has one arm. That was something that happened in the previous game. To target an enemy, click on the tile in which they stand. Hit it. Smash. So you can break armor or you can smash. I wonder actually if he's got all his same abilities. I should look this up. Oh no. It looks like they've gone back to level 1. Fair enough. Smash. Smash. Oh. Strength counts both health and damage. A loss of 8 strength means the character will now do 8 less damage. If it falls to 0, they die. Armor blocks the strength damage. If you break the armor, you can do more damage in future. Only 7 strength, so the 8 strength will kill it. That makes sense. This is willpower. We don't need. That's not been mentioned yet. It might be worth holding off because we might need it. And we don't need to use it to kill him. He's down. Each time you make a kill, your renown grows, which is kind of experience, but it also is influence in that you can use it to buy items, assuming this is like the first game again. Without an enemy to reach, the Drudge Grunt will choose to smash an obstacle in his way. Obstacles on the combat board will make you change tactics. Oh, okay. So these barricades are a thing. Okay. Now it's Hakon's turn. He appears to be out of range of these enemies, but all heroes can use willpower to boost their actions. Oh, we've got low morale. I don't know if that's my fault. That might be my fault. By clicking the gold tiles, a hero can move further than usual at the cost of 1 willpower for each step that includes a gold tile. Red pulsing tiles beneath your enemy show how close you need to be for range. So they're only in range of the barricade, they're in range of these guys. He is a close combat fellow. I assume this guy is, because he's got a dagger, and obviously Ivar is. Now Alette, this dear lady here, is she's an archer, so she's got a bit more range to her. So we'll go as far as we can. Now you'll notice that we've got 2 yellow arrows. That's how much willpower I think it's going to cost us to go there. As you can see, 2 stars. Click your hero's tile at any time. Also bring up combat actions, including movement again, ability, attack, or end turn. Standard attacks only affect a single enemy, but Hakon has a special ability that gives him a unique advantage. Click his purple ability icon to access it. This ability, as it says, added strength and armor damage to target and adjacent enemies. Appears in that Hakon's Sundering Impact allows him to hit so hard that multiple adjacent tiles take damage on every hit. Select the enemy's tile and confirm your choice to the Sundering Impact. Yeah, do it. A powerful strike. When there is only 1 enemy left, heroes enter pillage mode. So each hero moves in order, so you don't alternate turns. So in this situation with 4 and 2, he'd want the fastest one of his would go, fastest one of mine would go, then the second of his, second of mine, then the first of his again, third of mine, second of his, fourth of mine, and then back to the beginning. In this mode, everyone just goes once, which has basically it weakens him again. So it's that weird kind of, you don't want to go down to 1 guy. It really messes with you. And that changes things here. I'm not sure I understand the point of that. If your character does not move, he can rest again willpower. Aleo will rest. Oh, I don't control him at all. Looks like the Dredge is in trouble. Alette won't be able to finish the job with a normal attack, but willpower can be used to boost her damage. Click the Dredge Grunt. Click the red fist and add the willpower because our exertion is sufficient. I think this is exertion, this one. So that's 1. Because that's armor breakage. That's armor I have, health I have, willpower available. I think that's the exertion. And that's armor damage. It says you get 3 damage. And dead. We've won! Hooray! We won our first combat. Yay! Woo! The villagers' reactions range from terrified by the foes to awestruck at your arrival. Their leader approaches and bows in front of Ivar. Your timing makes me think the gods have returned. Please, He stops when Ivar nods his head towards you. The man peers under your hood. A girl leads those who saved us from those things? She ordered us to land, and those things are Dredge, like the ones you probably heard about as a kid. Between losing so many clansmen and this, I feel I'm not myself. I thank you, child. He whips his cloak back with a flourish. I am Aleo the Skald. And your name? Alette. And this is Ivar. Ah, names destined for history. Sounds like the brave poet is going to use us in a few proper verses. I'll even make them rhyme, given the time. His smile seems genuine, as much as the concern that follows. Do you have any idea what might be causing the deep rumbling underfoot? Deep rumbling? Could be that giant serpent again. The serpent in the sun? Radomir? I'm no holy man, but joking about dead gods feels wrong. I don't think the sun serpent would break mountains and try to swallow us all. Who could say with the sun stopped in the sky like it is? Alette looks skeptical. Tell me, did you just come from Borisgard? We heard rumor the Sundra Bellower was sacking the town. Should leave before the treachery group. I'm guessing we're going to get him on side and his clan is going to join us. So, it might be better just to... Yeah, we killed him. We killed him. Alette pauses and looks to Ivar, who confirms your statement with a nod. History indeed. Sundra slayers here among us. Depths. There's so many questions to ask. They'll have to wait until we're all safely back on the longships and leaving this place. The Skald nods his understanding, but another question creases his brow. Leave? Not to sound ungrateful, but this place, it's all we have. It's our home. Your home is about to be destroyed by dredge. No, I felt the same way when Skogra was overrun. Except we had the sense to leave while we were able. But my children, you don't understand. I know exactly what it means to be a child stripped from your home and family. Alette takes a step back before lowering his head. Packing and tending to our dead will take some time, but I'll have everyone on the ship soon. You watch Alette rejoin his family. Moves his hands too much when he talks. It's unsettling. You smile, but say nothing. People thinking we're heroes now? The world is breaking in more ways than one. It's not the first time you've been called a hero, Ingvar. Ivar, your father's closest friend, looks unamused. He's one of the giants known as Val, and has fought Dredge in the northern winters, personally killed one of their generals, the Sundra Rays, and lost an arm to the Sundra Bellower. Your humor reminds me of your father's, since we're talking about things we'd rather avoid. So I wonder if their dialogue goes a bit unchanged there, I assume. Just keep hoping I'll wake up and see my dad again. Okay, this may not have been a great choice for a Let's Play at the moment. Oh well! I know he's gone, but I don't know how to let him go. No doubt Oddleaf could help more with that than a fatherless, loveless Varl like me. Ah, Ivar. Ah. You look up to see Ivar staring off in the distance. Rook was the closest thing I had to a friend. I wish I could have done more to protect him. You suddenly hear the centuries of life in Ivar's voice and imagine all he has seen. Ivar. I'm not sure you do let go. You just keep going. He walks towards the village, leaving you alone with your thoughts.